Imagine surviving for weeks on a mysterious sea plant while others around you were starving to death. That's exactly what happened during the Irish potato famine, when this remarkable underwater plant literally kept people alive. Fast forward to today, and this same ancient superfood is being called nature's multivitamin by health experts. Elite athletes and celebrities worldwide take it every day for improved health and vitality. I'm talking about sea moss, the most nutrient-dense plant on the planet, and yet most people have never even heard of it. This is probably the most powerful superfood you're not taking. I wasn't always a sea moss believer, but after struggling with constant fatigue and digestive issues for years, I was desperate enough to try it. Fast forward 3 months of consistent sea moss use, and the difference was night and day. But we'll get to my experience later. And drop a comment below if you've ever tried sea moss. Let's dive in and take a closer look at this amazing algae. What is sea moss? Sea moss, also known as Irish moss, isn't actually a moss at all. It's a species of red algae that grows primarily along the rocky parts of the Atlantic coast of Europe and North America. It thrives in some of the harshest conditions on Earth, clinging to rocky coastlines, constantly battered by waves and changing tides. It truly is nature's ultimate survivor, which might explain why it contains so many nutrients. In the wild, it's survival of the fittest, and sea moss had to pack in a ton of nutrients just to stay alive. Sea moss contains 92 of the 102 minerals that make up the human body, including iodine, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. It also delivers a potent mix of vitamins A, C, E, K, and B complex, packed in a form your body can easily absorb and put to work. The historical significance. During the Irish potato famine in the 1840s, when over 1 million people died from starvation, sea moss became a critical survival food. Irish families would collect it from the coastlines, boil it down, and use it to thicken milk and soups, adding desperately needed nutrients to their limited diets. There's a story passed down through generations about a family named O'Connor who lived on the western coast of Ireland. While their neighbors were dying of starvation, the O'Connor family survived by harvesting and eating sea moss every day. They didn't just survive, but they remained relatively healthy throughout the famine. There are descendants of the O'Connors who still harvest sea moss today. Fast forward to Jamaica in the early 1900s, where sea moss became popular as a natural aphrodisiac and strengthening tonic. It was often mixed with milk, vanilla, and spices to create a drink locally known as Irish moss. It supposedly increased male virility and stamina and is still enjoyable today. The benefits of sea moss. So what can sea moss actually do for you? Number 1, thyroid health. Sea moss is naturally rich in iodine, which is important for proper thyroid function. Your thyroid controls metabolism, energy regulation, and mood stability. Many people suffering from fatigue, weight issues, or mood swings might actually have less than optimal thyroid function, and sea moss could potentially help address that. Number 2, immune system. Sea moss contains potent antiviral and antimicrobial compounds. It's rich in potassium iodide, which is known to help dissolve mucus in the respiratory system. This is why many people turn to sea moss during cold and flu season. It gives your immune system extra support and helps keep you feeling your best. Number 3, digestive health. Sea moss contains a type of soluble fiber that acts as a prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria in your gut. It has a natural gel-like texture that gently coats and soothes the digestive tract. Many people with IBS or acid reflux report significant improvement after adding sea moss to their routine. Number 4, reduces joint inflammation. The high sulfur content in sea moss helps reduce inflammation in joints and throughout the body. If you're someone who works out regularly or deals with joint pain, this could be a lifesaver for exercise recovery. Number 5, skin health. This is probably the reason sea moss has blown up on social media. Sea moss supports your body's natural collagen production, helping improve skin elasticity, hydration, and overall appearance. It's internal skincare that addresses the root cause rather than just treating the surface of the skin. Number 6, mental clarity. This one even surprised me. Sea moss is loaded with nutrients like iodine, B vitamins, magnesium, and potassium, all of which support brain function. These help reduce anxiety, sharpen focus, and improve mood and energy by fueling both the thyroid and nervous system. In a world full of distractions, a little more mental clarity is a welcome bonus. Number 7. Heart health. Your heart loves sea moss. It contains potassium and omega-3 fatty acids, both of which help regulate blood pressure and support healthy circulation. It may also help lower bad cholesterol levels over time. Sea moss does the heavy lifting in keeping your heart happy and strong. Number 8. Detoxification. Sea moss helps to deep clean your insides. It contains natural compounds that help the body flush out mucus and toxins, especially from the digestive and respiratory systems. Its high mineral content also helps support liver function, making detox a daily process, not just something you do after the holidays. How to take sea moss. For convenience, you can take sea moss in capsule form. The recommended dose is typically 1 to 2 capsules daily or follow the directions on the label. Sea moss gummies are also popular, but check for added sugars. If you're more of a do-it-yourself person, you can make your own sea moss gel at home. Just soak dried sea moss in water for 12 to 24 hours and then blend it with fresh water until smooth. The result is a gel that can be stored in your fridge for up to 3 weeks. 1 to 2 tablespoons daily is typically the recommended dose. If you're wondering how to actually consume the gel, you can add it to smoothies. You won't even taste it. Stir it into coffee or tea. Mix it into oatmeal, use it as a thickener for soups or sauces, or apply it directly onto your skin as a mask. Dosage and precautions. Sea moss is generally safe for most people, but because it's high in iodine, those with certain thyroid conditions should consult with their doctor first. The same goes for anyone on blood thinners, certain other medications, or pregnant. My personal experience. After 3 months of daily use, the biggest change I noticed was in my energy levels. That mid-afternoon slump that used to hit me like a truck is gone. My digestion improved dramatically too. No more bloating after meals or unpredictable stomach issues. But the benefit that really surprised me the most was the improvement in my skin. I've struggled with dry, irritated skin for years, and within weeks of adding sea moss to my routine, my skin was noticeably more hydrated and calm. Quality and sourcing. There's a lot of fake sea moss out there, which is just regular seaweed chemically processed to look like sea moss. So when buying sea moss, look for a high-quality organic product that doesn't contain additives or preservatives. It should have variations in color, be wild harvested or organic, with third-party testing for contaminants. The reality is that our oceans aren't as clean as they once were, so sourcing matters tremendously. Do a little research before purchasing, and don't just go for the cheapest option. Sea moss has certainly earned its place in the spotlight. And if you decide to try it, start slow, be consistent, and give it time to work. True wellness isn't an overnight transformation, but each day is one step closer. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment for more health and wellness videos.